Good day and happy new year to you. 2020 is looking exciting already. So, welcome to another episode of One Day Speaks. And in this episode, I'm not gonna do a lot of talking. I mean, I am, but not directly in a way. So, I had an interview 2 Sundays ago on a radio station by I think this channel was CFCR 90.50 FM Saskatoon. So my co-hosts were Mr. Rashid Ahmed and Anika Misha, and they were both amazing. And the interview was just more about me, like the work I do around the community and my leadership positions and how they benefit the community, and that was all about it. So if it's the reason why I'm sharing this is because it's just a way to get to know me, and hopefully give some legitimacy to this channel. Like now that I'm doing all these talks and espousing all these opinions, like what do I know I'm talking about? It's because I have quite a bit of experience with leadership, and I do a lot of community engagements that help me think about certain ideas, and that's why I'll be sharing them. So there will be 2 parts to it. I would post the first part today and the second part tomorrow. Again, just talking about what I do and my leadership positions and how I learn from them. So I hope you enjoyed the interview. I enjoyed it. I thought it was interesting. I was quite articulate. So good luck and see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
You can take the mic closer to you. Yeah. Good morning, Saskatoon. You're listening to the Voice of Saskatoon. I'm your radio show host, Adita, and I have Rashid here with me. Good morning, Rashid.
Good morning. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
Well, I'm a little bit tired and don't want to complain. But, yeah, vacations is almost over, so...
I know. It was nice to have like shorter work weeks, 1 or 2 days, half day of work week. And then soon we'll be back to full on. Yeah. Did you, are you on holidays or do you work?
Well, I was on holidays for 5 days and now...
Are you going back Monday?
Yeah, I will be back on Monday, so... Which is a good, like I got some vacation. I was supposed to go to Calgary and my friends are actually in Calgary. I'm here because I got some other works to do.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit, Anika, about Christmas. How was your Christmas and what you did on Christmas?
So Christmas was super fun and it was super busy. I always throw like a big Christmas party at my place, so this year somehow there was like over 35 people around.
Wow.
My house was like packed and we made like a big turkey and then we did like a mini potluck of like snacks and desserts, and yeah, we did like Secret Santa, and me being me, I made some games and I made my friends play those games. I did a video shoot. They were not expecting that. Like, what video? I'm like, yeah, you guys have need to act. And then we did like a Christmas scavenger hunt, so it was super fun. Like, and I made a little video of my Christmas, and actually I can post a video on our Facebook page. It's super fun. It's like a quick 1 minute, but yeah, it was super fun. How was your Christmas?
Well, that looks amazing. Yeah, I was supposed to come to your
I know,
Christmas,
and you couldn't.
And I was not able because I was thinking to go to Calgary and then some other events came.
Yeah.
But I think on the Christmas day, actually, Sikh community of Saskatchewan actually organized a lunch party for people who are in need in Saskatoon.
Yeah.
So
And the friendship?
yeah, at the Saskatoon
Yeah.
Friendship Inn. So they actually asked me if I can join. So that was a great honor for me to serve food on the Christmas day to people who were in the need.
Yeah.
So that was exciting. And other than that, I think I was busy with doing some volunteer work. We had a Christmas dinner with one of our Iranian Iranian friend family,
Yeah.
and they were international students, so it was good to have them at our home and had supper with them. And yesterday we had a supper too, so it's good to have like a lot of dinners going on. Although I was trying to lose my weight, maybe I will be gaining my weight now.
Yes. People always gain weight around this Christmas and then they make the New Year resolution to lose weight. So you still got time.
Well, that's an important point. So do you have any New Year resolution? Because you bring a really good or important point.
No, I quit making New Year resolutions. I just want to be a better person, a better me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
what about you?
I was thinking to be away from social media next year.
Oh
so
my
let's
God.
see how it will go.
That sounds like a risky move.
Yeah. Well, if not, then I will try to minimize my hours on social media because that's really important for me. And it's kind of addiction nowadays on phone or social media, and like you spend a lot of time. So maybe I will be going to gym more instead of using my phone. So
join my gym and we'll go together.
Okay.
Perfect. So as for weather, it is -19. Feels like -24, but it doesn't actually. It's not that cold when I was here. I don't know.
Well, the heater was working really good.
We literally walked into a sun. I'm like, what's happening?
Yeah.
Oh my god. But yeah, the weather, it's going to be sunny today, but a little chilly. And for the rest of the week, it is looking good. It is all in single digit. It is minus, but not too bad. I feel like we're having a good luck with winter this year because I feel like fall was harsher than winter. So, yeah.
And I'm glad that there was some snow on Christmas evening because a lot of people were praying for that. So that's a good thing because Weather Canada was saying that it will be dry winter, but I think it happened that prayers were, prayers work. So I was surprised to see a lot of snow on Christmas evening.
Yeah, but it was beautiful because that made Christmas look even more pretty and perfect. But so we have a guest speaker with us in the house, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce because I'm afraid I'm going to mess up. He's afraid I'm going to mess up, so I'm just going to say the short version. So we have Akin with us. Akin is the president of International Students Association at University of Saskatchewan. He's also the youth representative of Nigerian Canadian Association of Saskatoon. Akin is also involved in many youth projects in Saskatoon. Thank you so much, Akin, for coming this morning.
Thank you, Anista. I'm glad to be here, and it's an honor for to have me.
Yeah, perfect. Is it too early for you, or do you usually wake up early?
I usually, like, under normal circumstances, it's weird, but like I'm up like 4 or 5 a.m.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
You
So like when
sleep.
you called me for this, I was like,
I'm
I'm an early bird, so it's fine by me.
Yeah, well, I'm glad to hear that because a lot of people complain like, oh, like you're inviting us at 8 a.m. on Sunday morning. So like it's good to know that you wake up early. Maybe we will invite you more often to our show.
That's fine. 7 a.m. I'm here 6.
Yeah.
I mean, people won't be awake at 6.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us, and I'm very excited and looking forward to know more about you, what you do, because you have been involved in so many activities in Saskatoon, and especially in University of Saskatchewan. Akin, we usually start our show with asking like, where are you from, and how was your transition? So if you would like to tell a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so my name is actually Akinwande. Akinwande Akinbain.
One day, yeah.
So my first name is Akinwande, and it's just nice because like both of them sound really similar. So I came to Canada in 2017, September the 5th, I believe. So I moved in by myself basically. I was like a 17-year-old kid traveling 30 hours across
Wow.
the Atlantic Ocean.
Oh wow!
It was a very interesting journey, And transitioning for me was not that much of a hassle because, like, fortunately, just like in my family, we've always been traveling, like, since I was much younger.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I've always interacted with different, nationalities. I've always flowed very well with, like, with the Westerners, basically, right? So, I never found it difficult. Like, even in my my first week of school, like I was sitting, in class, I was talking to everybody that sat by me. I was like, asking questions in class. Like I never felt my race or like that was actually different in Canada. And also it could be the fact that Saskatoon is just a really welcoming community, right?
Yeah.
So like I just never felt that. In fact, when people talk about racism, it's and all those issues that immigrants face. It sort of took me a while to actually. It took me a lot of reflection to actually figure these things out because I was just really open-minded and just excited to be in Canada. So like I didn't see many of those things, right? So my transition was pretty smooth.
Yeah, I'm glad like you bring actually racism because we talk about whenever we ask anyone. So you're the first one actually talking about this and stuff. But most of the people complain about weather. It's too cold for them.
Huh? I mean, the weather is something. I was shocked because I've been in winter in US. It's nothing compared to Canada. Like Canada is like another level entirely, right?
And Saskatoon.
Saskatoon is.
Yeah. Well, I think there is a funny post I saw on the Facebook that somebody was putting a flag and they were saying like this is North Pole, but actually that was Saskatoon. So
Yeah, I saw that post too.
so I was laughing.
That's hilarious.
Sure that nobody, you're just in Saskatoon, not you.
Yeah. So, Akin, I know like you have been very involved and you are very socially active too. That was the reason I met with you at one of the events as well. So tell us about little bit about Nigeria. Like what's the best place to visit if somebody is going there? So a little bit about your country.
About my country.
Yeah.
So, interestingly enough, I started a YouTube channel. I mean, I've had a YouTube account for like maybe since 2016, but I just started uploading videos this year, the 11th of this month, right? So like, 2 of the videos I uploaded were about Nigeria.
Oh, nice.
And they were not very, nice stories about Nigeria because we have some issues and I'm not a fan of hiding the issues that are at hand.
Yeah.
However, Nigeria is a beautiful place. Like, many times when I attend like cultural events and I watch like say Nigerian movies or just watch the news, I always feel literally homesick because I mean Saskatoon is nice, but Nigeria is like awesome. It's like the food, the people, the kinds of conversations, the mode of communication, everything. Like sometimes when I talk to my friends, I like to say some Yoruba. Like Yoruba is my language. It's usually very popular in the western part of Nigeria. So most times I want to say something, but like the best way to say it is in Yoruba because Yoruba just has this really colorful. I mean, English is fine and I can speak English.
Yeah.
Like in fact, this was very interesting when I got into Canada. Like everyone was like, most people who met me were like, "Wow, you speak English so well. Like, are you new?" I'm like, "Yeah, I just came today." And they're like, "What? Are you speaking English?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah, like English is the official language of Nigeria."
Yeah.
But then Yoruba is my traditional language, and the way some things we say in Yoruba, for instance, you can't translate them literally.
Yeah.
Like I can say something, and you ask me what does it mean. I can explain it to you.
Yeah.
But then if you are in the culture and you understand the language, then it's like it's so meaningful for you. So it's just I just love Nigeria and our culture. Respect. Like another culture shock for me was coming here and having to call your props by name. Like for me, it was like, what?
Oh yeah.
Because like back home, you
You would never address them
you
with
would
a name.
never like literally you have to prostrate to greet your elders. Like as a guy, right? And at least duck. You can't look adults in the eye. But here, like no form of protocol. Like you just call everyone. They're like, So
Yeah,
all of
yeah.
that was a contrast. But then I feel like that Nigerian culture. Like I took an anthropology class this semester, and one thing I learned is that culture is adaptive. So
Yeah.
and that's where the issue of cultural relativism comes in play. Because although everyone thinks their culture is the best, it's just the best for you and the people who inhabit that culture. So like the culture of Nigeria when it comes to respect, the language, the food, the traditions. Although it might seem weird for someone else, but that's exactly what fits our society and what
Yeah.
makes us thrive. So I love it.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
wow.
that's a very interesting story, and I
Yeah.
totally agree with you because there are some words in our language which we cannot translate into
Yeah.
English,
Yeah.
and even whenever I talk with my wife, so she has like Persian language, and she says like I cannot translate into English language because there are no wordings for that
Mhm.
sentence. So very interesting stories, and I think we are learning.
Now I'm learning too.
Yeah, from you
Open
for
minded.
learning.
Now I'm learning too.
Yeah, from you
Open
for
minded.
regarding Nigeria, and we were talking. Me and Ika was talking in the beginning, and sorry, we forget to ask you about Christmas. So, how was your Christmas? Because you were telling me a little bit about your holidays, and when we were coming here. So, tell us a little bit about your holidays and Christmas. How was your Christmas?
So this is where I would compare to Nigeria again. Christmas back home was always like the best day of the year. Absolutely. Like once it was December, I just took it upon myself personally since as young as I could remember to decorate the whole house.
Oh,
I
wow.
would get all the trees, get the lights, and just decorate everywhere because I'm a very artistic person. I actually draw, I do
Oh,
paintings
nice.
at the side. And like that was just an avenue for me to express my creativity. I did paintings when it was time for Christmas. And also, Christmas was my dad's birthday. He is my dad's birthday.
Oh,
So like
nice.
on the 25th. So
Oh,
it was
wow.
always like a huge party, like every single year. Like so it's a great. It's like lots of fun and lots of enjoyment. But like if it's your dad's birthday, there are lots of errands to do. So like it's a lot of cooking.
Yeah.
In fact, there was one Christmas, I think 2014 or 15, where I literally thought I was Santa Claus.
Oh my god.
Not like because my responsibility the Christmas Eve, like the 24th, was to go because of course my family is like really liberal, so we give lots of gifts to like everybody. And just that time, like I think most people were busy, so I was the only one free, and my mom was like, "Okay, you follow the driver," and we had to go deliver gifts to every single person. So I was like the Santa Claus of that year, giving everyone gifts for their Christmas thingy. So yeah, Christmas is always fun, but this year's Christmas, I mean, since I came to Saskatoon, it's been more quiet, and I really like it because I could use the quiet. But this year, I think I plan to stay at home because I wasn't even feeling too well.
No.
Yeah, and I made another YouTube video that day, and oh god, it was just crappy. I mean, go watch it, but
Yeah, we will definitely talk about your YouTube channel, and we will share the link of YouTube channel so that other people can also watch and learn different stories about you and Nigeria as well. So now, yeah, we talk about Christmas
and also I think this year I hung out with some friends. I went to like a family, not a family, yeah, actually a family, but then it's not like I just went to hang out with them, some of my choir colleagues, because I'm also in the choir, and we're just gisting, watching the movie, we're talking about our choir presentations. But I think one very important part of Christmas for me is reflection, because it's like going to that end of the year and there's just a lot of reflection going on for me.
Yeah.
And also it makes me more, I was talking to you about being like gratitude. Actually, my birthday this year on the 12th, a friend got me a book, and that was just like the best gift ever. It was a book called Okay Fine, I'll Be Grateful, and it's just about talking about all the things you're grateful for, because sometimes life
Yeah.
can be really
Oh
hard.
yeah.
And like with the winters, everyone is just sad
Yeah.
in this season. But then sometimes you need to actually think about the good things, right? And
Yeah.
Well, that's a very important point you share, that we need to think about good things in the life, because then it gives you positivity, it gives you motivation, and it actually reminds you that you have to do more. Those are very good advices. Now we will talk about your involvement in like youth activities, because you have been involved in so many youth activities. I think if I will be counting, there will be more than 10 organizations you have been involved. But we will try to do one by one. So tell us a little bit about International Student Association first. What's that organization, how it forms, and what you guys do?
Okay, so the International Students Association, and I feel that's definitely been one of my most important projects in my life, because it's been really complicated. So many people think I started it, I didn't,
Mm-hmm.
because there has been some people who have actually run the organization in previous years. I think before I started it again, someone ran it a year or two prior, and that was Nancy Eze. She's probably done with her degree in physiology and pharmacology, and I have great respect for her.
Mhm.
And I think maybe time passed, someone else might have done it. So it's like up and down because there's no structure to actually ensure consistency and to sustain the organization. So some years no one's interested. Some years there's this passionate young man called Aki who's ready to do it again. So that's sort of how it is. So this year my vision was to actually create a platform where all international students can be, like there'll be services targeted towards them. Because the thing is this, like, and I work this issue in my mind like all through the summer. There's actually so many international students associations, like the Nigerian Students Association, Filipino Students Association, Bangladeshi, Indian, Pakistani, Arab, like name them. So many of these nationalities have their associations. So what is it that we want to do when the students already have their associations, right?
Yeah.
So that was what made me to get certain visions. Oh shoot, it's probably in my notebook. It's fine. I wrote it, so it's in my head. So I think the first is that there are some students whose nationalities are not represented by these associations. Like, and I always use I always state US for instance. Like, I know US is just like right by the border here, but then a US a student coming from the US is actually going to be an international student here in Canada.
True.
And I don't think there's a Ukrainian Students Association. I don't think there's a like someone from Madagascar, let's say. Like, there's just so many nationalities that because they don't have enough demographics, so they've not formed an association of their own. So we are there to actually be there as a home base for them, right?
Yeah.
And another thing is the issue of services. I believe, and it's not even really controversial, but I just feel like many associations, they provide this how do I explain this? They provide a lot of support and cultural activities and hangouts and things like that, and that is really important, the social aspect. But then more the focus for the International Students Association is like need based, like services actually. Like, there are many gaps in for international students who are here in Canada. So we are trying to fill some of those gaps, like when it comes to career issues, education, immigration, stuff like that. Like more, it's not just about the events, but it's more about the services and the impact that would actually, because it's like it's just complicated. And another issue is information, because information is key, especially when you're an international student in Canada and you have a really restricted immigration status, and you have, say, if you're an undergrad, you have 4 years, and if you don't figure some things out during those 4 years, should you intend to continue to stay in Canada, then like you might miss some opportunities. So we are just trying to really target services to actually help international students. That was our goal.
Nice.
And I believe those are the two most important visions I had for this.
Yeah, well, that's a really good idea. Like you have different portfolios as compared to other organizations where most of the organizations are event-based organization. So how those portfolios works? Like for example, academics or immigration. Are you organizing some events for immigration information, or how you do maybe like collaboration with the students?
Okay, so something else I've tried to do, like, and that all my executives agree with, and by the way, it's not just me,
Well,
it's very easy for me to
how many executives you have?
So we started with 5, but for some reasons one of us had to step back, because student involvement stuff is like it's crazy busy. It's like you have each class is almost a job on its own, and you have 4 or 5 of those, and you want to take on an extra, so sometimes it can be tough. But right now we have myself, my vice president academics, Sukanya Pati. We have Abinit Goswami. He is the external affairs personnel, and we also have Salma Kazmi Kanajio. She's the cultural coordinator. So it's 4 of us right now.
Yeah.
I'm hoping next semester there will be maybe someone else can come join us just to lighten the burden for us. But that's we all work together, and we have lots of partnerships and support systems like the International Students and Study Abroad Center, Isaac, in the U of S. Is a huge supporter of our programs. We have Truly Alive Youth and Family Foundation, which is an external organization, but they've been super helpful. Like the first event we had, that was last October 31st, Culture Mingle. They sponsored a huge, like pretty much most of the event, right? So we just did most of the groundwork because we did not have enough time to apply for other funding. So they sponsored most of it. So connections like that. So it's the executives, but then we still have others. And like within the last few weeks of this semester, I've gotten some more contacts, like yourself and some other organizations that are actually willing to, I mean, not necessarily financial support, but just to put an input in it, because again, it's the international students we are dealing with. So anyone who has any affinity or that is connected to international students in any way might have something to add, and something else we have wanted to achieve is to have this integration, because many students international, when they come into Canada, the university is their entry point. So there's this tendency to just get fixed in this bubble, university bubble. So many people don't think outside of that. So our job is also to create that external integration to help them to see the outside world. I mean, they do, but then in a more tangible way, whereby when you're done with your degree, you're not a stranger to the external community, because at least most of us are going to apply for jobs anyways, right?
Yeah.
So you had better start making those connections right now.
Yeah.
So that's something else we're trying to do with these connections we're building. Yeah, and I think I lost track of your original question.
You have covered most of the point, and I remember your organization, or maybe Isaac, actually did an event at university. It was for legal advice, maybe for
Yes.
a work permit or something like that.
That's
So
absolutely critical. So Isaac, and another role we try to promote things that would help international students. So I remember I promoted that on my Instagram, Facebook. We did it on the organization's page, the association's page, and my executives also try to advertise it. Isaac usually has a PR workshop, permanent residency workshop, and that I feel that's like really, like I wouldn't mind skipping a class to attend that, because because it's really important if you want to settle in Canada, right? And you're not, and also those usually such consultants, you have to pay like a lot of money to see them, but it's free with Isaac.
yeah.
So you asked for the events we had for next semester that actually that would help us fulfill some of our goals for the association. So we have three, I think. One is career pathways. So it's trying an event all about careers to help international students to begin to think about their career prospects. And it's not just for undergrads, like it's graduate students are also a part of our, in fact one of our executives, Sukanya, is a graduate student. So just whatever field you are, you should begin to think about what career prospects you have, how to find a suitable field, and how to get, how to ensure and secure an employment in that field. And that's very important for international students, because it's not like local students don't spend a lot of money, but international students, we pay minimum at least triple the tuition rates.
Yeah.
So if you had better know what you're doing. That's how I see it. So it's just that sort of thing. And the last event is gonna be expand your horizon, which is about bringing some people, some newcomers mostly, who have succeeded in their fields, and to give them a platform to share their stories to the international students in our community, to inspire them to also try to achieve something of themselves while they're here in Canada. So I think those are our two.
Yeah, those are very good ideas and events as well. So I think career advice is very great tool for international students, because they are always looking for part-time jobs. So I think your organization is a good way to get a lot of resources for international students. We will definitely share the link for your International Student Association page. Now we will have to go for a short break, and we will come back shortly.
Yeah, we'll be back from a very quick break, and we'll play a song. It is